good ship Popeye for the last time today. We do give a bit of a commentary. I'll give you a basic one. My voice has really had it, especially after the football cheering yesterday, and we still lost. Anyway, that's what all that's about. The Adelaide Oval, AFL, Crows, Port. Footbridge is involved as well. That's a $500 million project. And just to the left-hand side of the main Adelaide Stadium, you can see the Memorial Drive Tennis Centre Court there. That's the old grandstands. They won't be touched for a while yet. Heritage type stuff. The double white roof structure here is the Festival Centre, and that's celebrating its 40th anniversary this year. And I had my first job there, that many years ago. The footbridge, all that we see there on the water will all be gone. It's just the concrete on top, and one set of legs in the middle of the river and another near the edge of the river. But it's a $40 million project, and that's because of all the trimmings. You know, it's going to be glass, clad in glass, actually the whole thing, glass. And also water features and terracing, and tied into the restaurant there at the playhouse. And then there'll be more terraces over here, water features, and so rather elaborate. The convention centre, the large glass building, and the extension there to the right-hand side of it, you see the metal frame. That's a $300 million extension. I think it's just a complete another building, doubling the size of it. At the moment they can dish up 2,000 mils per hour. So business is pretty good over there on the convention side of things. The parkland is called Elder Park because it actually started as River Park back in 1880, same time as the lake was first formed. This is the Torrens River, but it is a lake. Just around the corner there is a dam that holds all this water back. We call it the Torrens Weir, and it holds the water back to a depth of 7 metres. And that all happened around the same time, 1880. So River Park it was until Sir Thomas Elder donated the rotunda, gave that to the city. He had it built in Glasgow, Scotland, shipped down here. And for his troubles they renamed it to Elder Park. He's the same gentleman that started the big Australian company that's still going, Elders. And this fountain here, that's not running, but when it does run it's pretty nice. It was put there to commemorate the Queen's coronation tour. That's back in 1955. There's actually a plaque on the side of the river telling all that. And that tour, and then again in 77, she rode the Popeye, took the roof off and gave her a big seat up the back on the throne, do her thing. To tens of thousands of people around here. So you're in good company. The boats here are an art installation by Sean Kirby of Melbourne. It's called Talking Our Way Home. As you can see the writing, it's all actually from diaries, copied from, duplicated from diaries, so diary excerpts, and telling of people's voyages from the UK to South Australia, and also of their first impressions of Adelaide. And they're quite a nice addition to the lake. They're about 9 years old, they light up at night. Could do with a few more. The Adelaide Bridge we're approaching now carries the traffic of King William Street, our main road. So to the right is south, and that is not too far off in Unley Park, actually 5 kilometres away. Follow to the left, you can end up in Darwin if you persist enough. So that is north. Through North Adelaide and just cross and keep going. This bridge was built very strong, Why so strong? Because in the 1930s the Don was playing cricket over here and they were getting 90,000 people a day. So they built this bridge with a mind of 50,000 pedestrians. Take that little footbridge over there. And you go, no, I don't mind. It's a lovely old bridge. Takes 8 lanes of traffic and 2 nice wide footpaths, slate footpaths. And it's now about 80 years old. Off to the right, just before the first building, is the Jolly's Boathouse restaurant. It gets named from the gentleman who introduced recreational boating to the Torrens. He actually lived upstairs, Mr. Jolly, lived upstairs, running the kiosk downstairs, doing rowing boat hire down here, and I think Popeye used to start here as well. There's the Popeye shed, previously known as Lownder's Boat Shed. That's 100 years old now. Celebrated centenary just this year. We had a party for it, and it's still standing. Half a year later. On the left, there's St. Peter's Anglican Cathedral. That took 60 years to build from paper, from plans on paper to finished product. 60 years. It kept getting held up by lack of funds. It took people like, I think, Bernard and Elder to donate, bequeath money and all that. And that little monument there, that commemorates the founding of South Australia in 1834. Mark, I'll talk to you in a while. I'll ring you up. I'll ring you up. See you tomorrow sometime. That in 1834 as the first and only free man state. All the other states had convicts. So they had the idea that that would create utopia, and they built no jail and budgeted for no jail because it was utopia, and that lasted exactly 1 month. And they started building the Adelaide jail. But a cute little building up there, see the Art Deco one, built in 1928, that was the police station for this area. And the chief of police there was called the Boat Inspector and Keeper of Swans because it was such a high crime district, I think. Torrens Parade Ground is just behind that, the Military Museum. We've got these rowing sheds. St. Peter's is the ritzy one, St. Peter's, they've got crazy amount of real estate just about a mile away there in Hackney Road. The oldest boat club on the river is just up here, the white fascia and the white frame windows. It's the Adelaide University Boat Club, and that was established 1 year after the lake was first formed. And they fly the Jolly Roger for these students. These reeds are just starting to get a few nests. See the blackbirds, they like to use this stand of reeds as for nesting. In another month or so there'll be chicks and ducklings all over the place. Those rather large black hens are the purple-chested variety, and then there's the smaller ones. They're all moor hens or coots, or Kiwis call them fukekkos.